What's going on, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to another episode 9 of Special Conditions, the podcast where we talk all things TCG. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today is Monday, September 23rd, 2019. I am your host, Adam Tuttle, joined by my co-host, Josh Brown. What's going on?
What's up, Adam? How's it going?
Good. Had work tonight, got off.
Sure.
Now we're doing a podcast.
Talking Pokemon cards, having fun.
Oh yeah, those cardboard. We love them. We love those cardboard pieces. As long as they've got cute, cuddly little Pokemon on them. Badoo, badoo.
Bidoof? What?
Badoo. Oh, I mean, I guess that's Bidoof. It's got the weirdest call. It's like.
My daughter has adopted Bidoof as one of her favorite Pokemon now. So
he's a legend.
Something.
He's a legend.
I was like, well, good for you. I appreciate you.
But on today's show, Josh, we are going to talk about a tournament that I went to, a league challenge.
Yes. I've been dying to know, Adam, and we held off until this show, so
rightfully so. And we're going to talk about Mew and Mewtwo GX tag team. And then Josh has another question, and we've got another listener email.
Yeah.
Sounds like an easy peasy show.
On paper, it always sounds great, Adam. And then we start doing this, and
then we're talking about Hidden Fates for like hours, and we're like, I can't find any.
Yeah. Or,
or you find all of them. And,
Hey. Easy there. Easy. Don't spoil the show, Adam.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It's going to be good. Tell me about this tournament. Let's just get into it. Just right off the bat, I want to know about this tournament. I have so many questions about it that hopefully you could answer.
Okay, so it is a league challenge.
Okay.
It wasn't.
What's that?
So it's the lowest scale event that gets you points.
Okay.
Towards your world's invite.
Who organizes those?
Usually the tournament organizer, the store owner.
Oh, okay. So like actual card stores, collectible stores, like host their own tournaments.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is any place that does leagues. That is officially through Pokemon proper.
Okay, so they are officially affiliated with the tournament scene of the game.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what kind of back alley tournaments you might be getting into, Adam. I have no idea how this works.
Those are only in your dreams and on TV. That's not reality.
I just imagine being exactly like Detective Pikachu. Just, in a really seedy club,
right?
Loudred's banging, it's good time.
But it was fun. It was small. It was low key. My family went with me. My brother, my two nephews, and my sister-in-law.
Okay.
And
cheering squad.
Yeah, exactly. And
okay.
They all joined in on the fun.
Okay.
Both my nephews are in the junior division. So they are the
Is that 18 under or 16 under?
I believe it's the 10 and under.
Oh, 10 and under. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so like basically it was my youngest nephew's first tournament.
Okay.
And so
How do you do?
He was kind of shaky. He's still not confident in shuffling.
Okay.
But he definitely was like hung-go on playing. Like he couldn't stop talking about it. And he played like an electric, like Tornadus and Thundurus type mix.
Okay.
With a lot of the electric support cards. And my other nephew played Blastoise GX. And some
solid choice.
And some like other GX attackers like Palkia GX and Articuno GX.
Man, I like this kid's style.
yeah, no, he's got a good deck. It is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've talked about Blastoise on the show before, so
yeah,
that might have been why. No, but it was nice. There was only 3 in the juniors, and I want to say another 3 or 4 or 5 in the seniors. So they get mixed in.
Okay.
And so they have to kind of play each other.
Sure.
But they had a blast. They got 2nd and 3rd. I mean, out of 3 players in the junior division. So
yeah, but did they have fun? That's what's important.
Yeah, exactly. And they did. They had a lot of fun. My brother was playing the Slowpoke and Psyduck GX deck.
Okay.
And he had the unfortunate pleasure of playing the Beheem deck that we talked about last week.
Yeah.
So,
dang.
And he doesn't really have anything to go around that Ninetales that stops any GX from hitting it.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of just was like, what? And he couldn't he couldn't play his Switch Rafts. He couldn't play his or his Great Potions. So he got kind of like, I don't know what the word is. He got
pummeled.
Pummeled or confused. No, confused is more, because it looked like he was like knew how to get himself out of that situation, but it's just he couldn't do enough. He couldn't attach energies fast enough.
Sure. In my head, like I have this mental picture of what it looks like, and it's like a house of mirrors, you know, like a fair or something that you walk in, there's just like mirrors everywhere, like, you know, a general path of which way you want to go, but every time you turn around you're kind of running into something and kind of just getting frustrated until finally you just sit in a corner and cry until the fair attendant comes and escorts you out.
Exactly.
Is that just me?
Exactly.
That's weird.
Maybe that just happens to you. I feel like Mr. Mom's pantomiming. So for the Masters, there was 12 players.
Okay.
And there were 4 rounds, no top cut.
Stop. Masters, is that 18 and over? I mean, could a younger 16, kid be
15
in Masters?
or 16 and up?
Okay. Could someone younger be in Masters if they felt they were qualified enough?
No.
No. Okay.
It's based on when you were born.
Okay. I mean, obviously, you can't go down and play in juniors. But
there's juniors, seniors, and Masters. Fun fact, my first legit TCG tournament, which was way back in the day, it was Dragon Frontiers. That set was like popping. That was the set. I got put into the junior division because somebody messed up my age in the computer. Okay. And they were like, "Oh, well, just you did good. Here's some packs just for playing. Just don't say anything." Well, here I am saying stuff. But it was so funny. Like, I didn't even realize it because I just thought I was facing kids. Like, I thought that's what you did. Like,
if I'm going to dominate, I might as well.
Well, no, I don't know. It was kind of funny. And then I got destroyed. Oh. It was just like the saddest thing you could ever see. Like, I open up Lone Pikachu and this kid's like, "Oh, Charizard GX, bro." You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. That's exactly what happened. Just different Pokemon.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you've recovered from that.
Yeah. I've come a long way since then. But
yeah. Okay, this tournament.
So 4 rounds.
4 rounds is in you went against 4 opponents.
Correct. Yeah. And there wasn't. It's best 2 out of 3 when you get to the higher tournaments.
Okay.
Like regionals and such. Mm-hmm. These tournaments, it's best of 1.
Oh, okay.
So, and then it's basically like if you go 4-0, you get first place.
Sure.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So round 1, you flip over cards, and I've looked at a bunch of lists on limitlesstcg.com, and the winning Quagnag lists have been playing Dedenne GX, which when you play Dedenne, you discard your hand and draw 6 new cards.
Okay.
I don't know what compelled me to be greedy, but I have not played the deck in a physical game with Dedenne before, so
Okay.
I just went really hard, really fast, and I ended up discarding multiple evolutions and just I couldn't draw anything after that. It was like I discarded the evolutions, didn't get the basics, and had a handful of like waters and Viridian forests. So basically, I couldn't get anything. And it was just like turn after turn, he was just knocking me out. And I should have went for the Keldeo GX with the Pure Heart ability.
Yeah.
And I went for the Dedenne instead. And
that was your downfall.
Yes. And then, like, multiple turns later, I was able to get a Lily and draw a bunch of cards and get the Keldeo, put the Keldeo in the active, and then it kind of stalled for a little while. So I was like, oh, maybe I got this. And because he was able to knock out the Dedenne and take 2 prizes right off the bat, it was just like one after the other after the other. And he was able to work around the Keldeo, so...
Okay.
It was a tough loss because I was pretty tilted. I was a little upset because I was like, I knew where I went wrong. I knew what I should have done, and I didn't do it.
Okay.
So I took the L. Round 2, he opens up a Reshiram Charizard GX tag team.
Okay.
And I get a decent setup, and I'm able to take prizes, and basically my turn 2, I was able to one-shot his Reshiram Charizard GX tag team. So he was already 3 prizes down.
Nice.
So I won that match.
Okay.
So that was Reshizard with Ninetales and a bunch of other techs that could basically just demolish my Keldeo. So I'm realizing that Keldeo is being teched for and countered. So it's a good card.
Yeah.
It's
but
just
not if everybody's gunning for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so my next match, so I took the win there, and then my next match is an Alolan Executor GX Rowlet tag team. Now this thing like
card.
Yeah, it just lets you evolve your like Bulbasaur straight into a Venusaur.
Perfect.
The only thing that saved me is that the evolutions to Herlivani and Serena or Serini or whatever they're called, they were prized. Because I didn't know how I was going to take out this Executor, because every time I hit it, she was like, I'm going to use Great Forest and heal 60, and I'm going to use my Great Potion, heal 50. I have Shamans on the bench to just keep healing, and it was like, no matter what I did. And it's like, I only have 10 energies in the deck, so even with my fully stacked Quagsire, I think I max out at... It's 100 plus 60, so... I don't know. So like 260 damage, and it has 270. There's no way, unless 10 damage stuck, that I'd be able to one-shot it.
Right.
So it was just it was a brutal game, and
sure,
because I was like, I know that the second she takes prizes, I'm done for. I was able to, when she took out my Keldeo, that was 3 prizes that I had left. So yeah, because I was able to knock out one of the tag teams, so I knew that she was going to knock me out with her Serini, because it does 90 damage. It's not GX. So she one-shot my Keldeo GX. I brought up my Naganado and was able to Turning Point. I believe that's the attack. It does 80 plus 80 if I have 3 prize cards left.
Nice.
So that and I was just I rolled from there, and then I brought up the Volcanion and was able to spread on the bench. She kept healing the active, but I was able to spread her along the bench and was able to take like multiple prizes to win the game.
Sounds like that was a battle of attrition.
That was an intense, really long battle. It was like all my resources got used, and I used the only way I was able to knock out the first tag team was through my my GX attack, the Resolute Blade. I think it does 50 damage times the amount of bench, and she stacked her bench, and she had 20 damage left, and I was like, yes! And I did 250 to be able to knock her out.
Right.
Then, so I took the win there.
You easily could have lost that one.
Yeah, exactly. But here I am sitting on, I could have brought up, instead of using that attack and taking the 3 there, I could have weakened her board immensely by just going after the Wailord Magikarp GX and using that GX attack to do 100 damage to all of her bench Pokemon, which would have knocked out 4. And then just, basically it would have been a battle of attrition there. Just back and forth, like, how much damage I could do.
Okay.
There was 2 ways out, and I went the long route.
Sure. But you got
I let her keep healing, and
yeah.
I basically attacked into nothing. So that was a win there. And then round 4 was another Rushizard, Ninetales. And so that was such an intense match. He was able to get double custom catchers back and forth. Like I was uncertain if I was going to win. But I did take the W there. Weakness is my friend. Well, for my sake.
Sure.
Because water's weak. Long story short, 3-1. I get
Nice.
third place at the end of the tournament, and 10 points.
Heck yeah.
10 championship points. I should be more because of the stupid worlds, but
Hey,
we won't
gotta
go
start
there.
somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere.
So what did first and second place? Did they both go 4-0?
I think whoever got first place, the only loss that person had was to that first place person, which is why they got second.
Okay.
Or their resistance was high or something like that. It's all about resistances.
I don't know what you're saying.
So I lost to the guy that got first place.
Yeah.
The person that got second also lost to the guy who got first place. So it comes down to who I beat and who they lost to. Type deal.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so it's weird math. I don't like it.
Sure. Basically, you're awarded hypothetical points for your opponent's overall record when they're done.
Yes.
If your 3 wins were against 3 people that went 0-4, then that's not good for you.
No, not at all.
But if you beat people that also had some other wins against other people, then I see what you're saying. Strength of schedule.
Yes.
They would say. Okay.
All right. So let's move on.
Okay.
From that excitement. Sorry if we bored anybody.
No. So third place. That's cool. And you showed me the card that you got. So those cards are the people that run the tournaments. They get those from
TPCI. Yeah, the Pokemon Company Incorporated. And that's what they get as their like league box. Like there's also league promos and stuff like that. So that's where you get like alternate art, Mysterious Treasures, or alternate art, Electro Powers, which are also shiny, and they have the league stamp on them. So they look really cool.
Sure. Yeah, that when you sent me that picture, I'm like, what is that? And I saw that it was a 2019. I'm like, I don't know what set that's from, but that's pretty sweet looking.
Yeah, so theoretically, the 153 Lusamine is actually a full art card from the set Ultra Prism, but it's an A, so it's got the alternate art.
Gotcha.
And they have first through fourth place in those cards. So it's kind of like a mini trophy.
Yeah, I like that. That's a fantastic idea.
And you can fill your binder with your trophies type deal.
Ta-da. Cool.
But yeah, and then I also got 4 packs and also opened them all already. Insta Booster was, I think, a Honchkrow is what I did. And then literally the next pack I opened, I was like, do I record it? No, I won't. And then it's a Venomoth GX, just normal. And then the next 2 were just junk. But 2 GXs, I'm not going to complain.
No, absolutely not.
And then also at the tournament, I guess for my pickup of the week, I did trade for a Mewtwo Mew tag team, which I didn't have until yesterday.
It's a pretty card, Adam. I like it.
It is, and it's really strong. And then you looking for tins, this is the one tin that you can't find.
Really?
Yeah.
You
I
sure?
went to like Walmart and Target, and then even at the local card shop, they're all out of them.
Huh. Oh. Interesting.
But if you need a Meltan or Melmetal and Lucario, they've got shelves full. If you need a Giratina Garchomp, they're shelf fulls.
I've seen more than enough Mewtwo tins, so I did not realize that they were hard to come by.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why they would be, but I think I have a different supply chain of cards over here on this side of the country than you do over there. Because
you have to, because it's like every time I go anywhere, it's I think it's because we're in New England. There's like a concentrated amount of people all in the same area.
Sure, all going to the same stores.
Yes.
I mean, Adam, like literally, I wish I was making this up, but within 15 minutes of where I'm sitting right now, I could go to 6 different Targets. In any direction.
I wish you were making that up too.
There's so many Targets around me. It's overload sometimes. So that's just Targets, not even counting Walmarts, grocery stores, everything else. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah. GameStops.
Well, did you pick up anything this week?
Oh boy, Adam, did I ever? No, I bought nothing, Adam. Nothing. No
nothing
purchases. New? Okay, I'm a liar.
We caught you in the act.
Yeah. More Hidden Fates, Adam. Also, been opening up some. What are they called? Unified Minds packs. Got a booster box and just kind of opening a few at a time here and there. Nothing super exciting out of it so far. Some GXs and whatnot, but for that mainly, I'm just trying to work on completing the set. And it's kind of fun seeing like new Pokemon on cards that like I haven't been seeing in Unbroken Bonds or Hidden Fates. So that's been fun. Like pulled a Heracross. There's nothing exciting about a Heracross, but I kind of really love Heracross as a Pokemon, and seeing like a card for it, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Listen, that Heracross I think is super underrated.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's also my calling card for Pokemon Go. In gyms, I drop Heracrosses in gyms, and that's
nothing else. That's me and Relicanth and Delibird right
now. Yeah, I mean, why not? Anyway, so nothing exciting with that. But Hidden Fates, I've been opening up some Hidden Fates here and there. Some decent pulls, a lot of full arts and some shinies, and nothing crazy yet. I have a feeling, Adam, that there is a shiny Charizard in my house.
No.
I haven't found it yet, but I have
how many
feeling
packs
it's somewhere.
though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How many packs?
Yeah. A few. I have a feeling though. I have that spider sense is tingling. You know what I mean?
That's like me and like a shiny Pokemon. Like I am due a shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go right now.
I got a Rattata today. No, Lowland Rattata.
Jeez, I haven't even seen a Lowland shiny.
Oh, really?
Send them this way. Yeah,
okay, we'll do.
Legit.
One of these days we'll trade. So far, out of Hidden Fates, out of all the shinies and everything else that we've pulled, been having so much fun opening Hidden Fates. So much fun. It's fantastic. I'm like a kid again, Adam. It's beautiful. But the best pull so far has been the gold Shrine of Punishment card.
Yeah. You sent me a picture of that, and I'm like,
Yeah. Val opened it, and like...
Little squeals.
Yeah. She was like, oh my god. I was like, oh, sleeve it right now. Like her hand's shaking as she's putting it in the sleeve. I'm like, okay, it's not Shiny Charizard, but oh god, it's so cool. Like, it's gold. We haven't seen one of those. This is fantastic. So, yeah, that's probably been the best pull by far. The flex deck is coming along nicely, I will say. almost have like a full set of the reverse hollows for Hidden Fates at this point.
Okay.
We do have a complete set of Hidden Fates. Base set. Not counting the Shiny Vault. Just the base set. We do have a complete set. The last card that we were needing, Adam, was a Starmie GX. Why that card was so hard to find? What's that?
You were able to pull it?
We were able to pull it. We've since pulled it.
Okay, because I remember last time we
now.
spoke, you were still missing that card.
Yeah, that was the only one. I don't know why that one was so hard to pull. But it was. We got it. I feel better about it. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So, man, Hidden Fates, so good, so good. But we have.
You've got more. I can hear it. Oh,
we have a pack. This is from a 10. It's from a Gyarados 10. It is the Shiny Charizard artwork on the package. We're going to open this up.
So you know it's Shiny Charizard.
Hopefully. I have sleeves ready to go, just in case. We did announce a giveaway last week, Adam. Anybody that wants to submit an iTunes review for us, give us all the stars. 5 stars is the best stars. Not required, but definitely appreciated. Anybody that does that, you're going to be entered to win some of the promo Hidden Fates cards, the Raichu and the Gyarados. We're going to extend that for another week. We got a few of them in already. Thank you to the folks out there that did send in the reviews. But we're going to do it for another week and let a few more people enter in case they're behind on podcasts or whatever the case is. So get those iTunes reviews in. And also, I know iTunes sometimes takes a couple days for them to post, so give the benefit of a doubt for people. And you can win those cards. Moving on, we have a code card here, YL9PV9L JWH JH9.
All right, good. Then let me just load that into my PTCGO.
If I told you, okay, you've seen the size of those 10s, right?
Yes.
If I told you I had an entire 10 of code cards, like jammed packed to the point where I can't fit one single more code card in there, would you believe me?
I would totally believe you, and I would totally be like, why can't I have that?
I have so many, Adam. I have so many to do. This is out of control.
Well, I mean, I'm always consistently, I always have a stack just chilling out somewhere. And I'm like, just when I think I'm done.
Yeah.
My brother will slip me a handful of them. And I'm like, I get it. You're opening packs and you're giving me code cards. I appreciate it. I really do. But I just got rid of that pile and now I have a new pile.
Well, one day I'll go through all mine, Adam. But tonight, let's see. We have a Fighting Energy. Misty's Cerulean or Cerulean? Cerulean. I asked that last time too. City Gym. Lieutenant Surge's Strategy. Pokemon Center Lady. Geodude. Cubone. Geodude's for Ken. What's up, Ken? Eevee. Not the fun Eevee. The boring Eevee. Clefairy. Psyduck. A reverse hollow Fighting Energy. And you're not going to believe this.
Mr. Mime.
Starmie GX.
Oh, gosh. You're like, now I can't stop pulling them.
Unbelievable. Starmie GX. There we go.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It's a great card. Yeah. Decent pack. Not bad.
Yeah,
Nothing
you pulled
exciting.
a GX. No shinies, but
GX. I'll take it. One more of the reverse hollow energies to add to the flex
now,
deck.
do you happen to have another pack just laying around?
I could go get one, but no, I only have one up here.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. I was just.
Do you want me to get one? Or?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you're itching to.
Nah. We don't want to interrupt the podcast. We're
okay.
doing good. Yeah. So there's that.
Awesome. Do you have a question for me this week?
I have two questions. One for the collectors, and then one for the game. Hypothetically speaking, asking for a friend type of question, right?
Okay.
How do you go about getting a card graded, and what all does that entail, and what does it actually provide?
So I'll give you the short answer because that's going to be the next episode.
Oh.
Because that's something that I want to, like, that's like an entire...
Oh, okay. Well,
that's something itself. But in general, if it's a well mint condition card and it's a 10 or, which is like never really happens, but or like a 9.5, it is like the holy grail of conditions of that card.
Okay.
Making it more valuable than Joe Schmo who's at League that didn't sleeve their card that put it in the binder, and now there's like there's a little ding in the back, or gotcha. It's a little bent in the corners, or it's been played in a tournament type deal.
So it adds value to the card.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like a Charizard shiny GX, like you should just get it graded regardless.
Oh, I will, Adam. I mean, or my friend might, if they have.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, if that's a longer, broader topic, then we will save that for another time.
Yeah, because also I need to make sure the facts are correct, because I don't want to send people anywhere that isn't the right place to be sending their cards. Okay.
Well, in the next couple of weeks, we'll talk about that. How about that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, for this week, I need to know, you talked about it a lot already during your tournament. We talked about it last week. The prizes of, like, while you're playing the game. I don't understand when you keep saying prizes, taking prizes, getting prizes, how prizes work. I don't understand that gameplay mechanic.
Okay, so your deck has 60 cards.
Mm-hmm.
It has the same 60 cards throughout the entire tournament.
Okay.
Now, you shuffle your deck to randomize it. You look at the top 7, because that's your starting hand. You see a basic, play it down. At that point, you put out your prizes. And you put 6, because that's how many Pokemon need to be knocked out. That's in the anime, you have 6, or in the video game, you have 6. So it's like the way to translate that into the card game. Okay. Sometimes games go really long, and it's like one prize, and then one prize, and then one prize. And so they were like, how do we speed up the process? So that's when they introduced EXs and now GXs.
Okay, stop. Full stop. So you draw the 7 to begin the game.
Correct.
You play one basic.
Well, I mean, you can play as many as you want from your hand, but
okay.
Once you know you have a basic, then you start.
Okay, so then where do the 6 prizes come from?
To the left of your board.
From your deck?
Yes. Yep, so you have your deck to your right, and then
you don't see them. It's just like the top 6?
Yep, so you don't see them. You don't know what they are.
Okay. So it could be an energy, it could be a trainer, it could be one of your flex GXs, it could be anything. Right.
So if you had, you were playing the Shrine of Punishment, but you had 4 gold ones, and they were all in your prizes. Oh, that's good. That's gonna hurt because that's the stadium that you use. Mm-hmm. So it's just gonna put you behind. That's like me having 4 Quagsires in the prize cards.
Right.
But again, it's random. So theoretically, you should never have 4 of the same card, prized. But there's a chance.
Yeah.
And with that chance, it's scary.
Is that why it's better to have 4 of one card? Because
yes. Yep.
You want your 1 to be in there, then that's it.
And that's happened before.
Sure.
I've had, 2 Naganadels and a Quagsire prized. And I only ran 3 Quagsires at that time. So it was I'm running low on Pokemon here.
Okay. Okay. So the prizes could be anything. It's completely random. It's the next 6 after
Exactly.
you make your first play, essentially. Okay.
Yeah, before the game officially starts.
Right. Right. I meant playing your basics and
Yeah,
all that
and
stuff.
then
Okay.
as far as skill goes,
Mm-hmm.
if you look through your deck with like a search card, so you play Pokeball, flip a coin, if heads, search your deck for a Pokemon. If you look through your deck, if you know you have 4 of stuff, it's easy to pick out and be like, oh, well, I don't have the 4th Pikachu, that's in the prizes. I don't have the 4th Eevee, that's in the prizes.
Okay, so they don't even go face up then when you put them in prizes.
Nope, they go face down.
Oh, okay.
There are cards that alter that. There's Beast Ball. Or not technically, though. There's Town Map lets you flip over your prize cards. But Beast Ball lets you look at your prizes, and if there's an Ultra Beast in there, so like Naganado, you switch that with the Beast Ball and then shuffle your prizes. So it's like, you know that there's a Beast Ball now in your prizes, and you know what else is in your prizes.
Okay.
But as far as getting those prizes, that's when you take a Pokemon's hit points and you get them to 0.
Okay.
So if you knock out my Squirtle and it's just a basic, you take 1 prize.
Okay.
But if you knock out my Blastoise GX, you take 2 prizes.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then if you knock out my Articuno Moltres Zapdos Tag Team GX, you take 3 prizes.
Oh, that's 3 prizes?
Yep.
Because it's 3 Pokemon on it?
Well, the tag teams are just 3 prizes.
Oh,
they are
all the
overpowered
that makes
GX
sense.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. So any of the tag teams.
Any of the tag teams.
Crazy. Okay.
Right. So you can make crazy plays and come out of nowhere and be able to knock things out and be like 50% on the game.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
And then there's also ways where, they call it like the 7 or the 5 prize card game or whatever, where you have to knock out Tag Team GX, because that's 3 prizes, and then you have to knock out 2 GXs. So you have to take multiple prizes. You have to get more.
Oh, gotcha.
I know I'm explaining that horribly.
No, I know what you mean.
A different strategy in how to try and stay alive a lot longer.
Right. So you don't have to land exactly on 6.
Correct.
As long as
you can
get
go
the 6.
above.
Okay. That would make it way more complicated.
Yeah, like if I only had 1 prize card left, but all you have is tag team Pokemon and you're just switching them out and like never dying, that's tough. 270, that's a lot of damage that I have to do. Same thing with like Magikarp Whaler, that has 300.
I mean, it should.
Exactly. I mean, it should have more technically, but
Yeah, we could do.
I didn't make the card. It'd have been funnier if it was 310.
Yeah.
Then no exact number could like actually hit it.
Right. Yeah.
I wouldn't have died for Sigilyph. Jeez, 300 exact damage. No way. Not now, not never.
Never. Okay, so the prizes are basically a physical way of keeping score, essentially.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's no numbers involved. It's, you take damage. Oh, you're knocked out. I knocked out your Reshiram Charizard. I take 3 prizes.
Mm-hmm. So, but not only is it keeping score, though, it's also right off the bat a way to randomize
Gameplay.
matches so that they're never the same.
Yeah, so if you ran, like say I was facing a Reshiram Charizard and all I have a bunch of Keldeo GXs to stop that from hitting me.
Yeah.
But all the Keldeo GXs were prized.
Right.
That's
worthless.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes it a little tougher.
Yeah. Huh. Fascinating. Okay. I like that there are some cards that allow you to see or to swap out because I'm sure that plays a part in strategy and knowing
Yes, exactly.
what to do or what to look for going forward. But man, that's crazy. This is gonna be a stupid question. Do you ever play for keeps with the prize card?
No.
Dang it.
No, because then your next match you'd be legal deck list.
Yeah,
so it's like a double negative.
Right.
You're like, why do I have this Reshiram Charizard in my Magneto Quagsire deck? That doesn't make sense.
You slip it in your pocket. The back alley tournaments. Do you play for keeps then? With the prize cards?
I mean,
have you ever played for keeps? You personally?
One time when I started playing again, while drinking. Okay. So I don't condone that, but it happened.
Okay.
And it was like
the honesty.
And it was like they were trade cards. So it was like I would put out my 6 cards that I'd be willing to like give up if I lost, and then I put them on their side, and then they put theirs on my side. And so every time I took a prize, I was able to take which one I wanted.
That's not bad. But you've never been ruthless cutthroat with it.
No, never like that. This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh.
Get that trash out of here.
Shots fired. It's time to play Pokemon. So yeah.
Okay. Prizes. Interesting. That clears up so much. I wish I had this information before you started telling me about the tournaments and you're talking about prizes and everything, because now that all makes way more sense. So
you're like, oh, he knocked something out and took prizes.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Gotcha.
It's like the whole Simba in the Cloud thing.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
Okay. Well, thank you, Adam.
You're welcome, Josh.
Do you have
the card that we're going to chat about for a few minutes is that Mew GX tag team that I traded for.
Yeah.
Because I lost this thing. Now, this thing has an ability. It doesn't have any standard attack. It just has an ability. Mm-hmm. It's called Perfection. Mm-hmm. It says this Pokemon can use the attacks of any Pokemon GX or Pokemon EX on your bench or in your discard pile, but you still have to have the energy necessary to use that attack.
Right.
So you could literally just play Cherish Ball, search your deck for something, and you're like, oh, well, I want to use that attack. It only costs 1 energy. And then play Mysterious Treasure, discard that Pokemon, and then go search for another Mewtwo. And now you can use that attack from the discard. Mm. Or play it on the bench, and now you can use that attack. This is typically paired with Reshiram Charizard, because then you can use Welder. So you can attach 2 fires, draw 3 cards, attach another fire, and then you're off to the races.
Okay.
It is very broken. But with every broken card like this, there are weaknesses to take into account. So it's weak to itself. So if another Mewtwo and Mew GX came on the field, you'd be able to use that same attack and have weakness. So it's like a risk. It is a very big risk card. High risk, high reward. That's exactly what I would call this card.
Yeah.
It does have a GX attack. It's called Miraculous Duo. Does 200 damage. It says if this Pokemon has at least 1 extra energy attached to it, in addition to its normal energy requirements, heal all damage from all of your Pokemon.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. So if somebody's doing a bunch of bench damage, and they've got their board set up, you're just like, I'll just use that Miraculous Duo and just heal everything that you've been waiting turn after turn for. But there's like so many, and like that's what gets me with this card, is that it can use the GX attacks. So of any of the ones on the bench or the discard, so every Pokemon GX, even like evolutions, so like Solgaleo or Lunala, or, Blastoise, you could throw that in the bench and just use that attack.
Right.
It's like, what? Or you could use their GX attacks is what I'm trying to get at. So it's like you have so many crazy GX moves out there that this thing can just abuse.
Right. No. It's a mighty fine card, Adam.
But other than that, the artwork's fantastic. It'll be in the description of the podcast. It's a psychic type, of course.
Add this to a deck to play with?
Yeah. I honestly might just put it into my Quagnag. But don't tell anyone.
I would never. No one would ever know.
Because then I can discard my Wailord, I can discard a Keldeo, and then I can still use them. Only I have a 270 hit point Pokemon.
But it is a tag team, so it's 3 prizes if it gets knocked
correct.
Out, right?
But hear me out. If somebody's got another Mewtwo, here I am looking mighty fly.
Right.
Moving all my water energies to it and then knocking them out. So.
Well, I can't wait till you start flexing this and see how it goes.
Well, I would need the rainbow one to flex it.
I mean, yeah. True.
Or the full art.
Sure. Gotta start small, Adam, and work your way up to the flex deck.
Okay.
You gotta make sure this is going to work with your current deck before you start flexing.
Yeah, and at the moment, with what I just said, I don't think it would be the best edition, unless I had more of other cards to mess with.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll get a wild hair and change your deck.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Palkia GX is really good, and I know we've talked about that, but that can shuffle all your opponent's energies back into their deck, which sometimes can be game breaking.
Sure, I imagine so. Well, it's a cool card, man. It's a cool card. I'm glad I have one.
I'm glad you have one too.
Yeah,
because now we have one.
Who knows?
So we did get a listener email.
Yes.
It's from our bud Pidgegrabba.
Hey, what's up, man?
I know, it's always nice to hear from him.
Yeah.
Hope the little Pidgegrabba's doing good, and the wife. He just said, he wanted to let us know that he did give us a 5-star review, which are the best stars, back in July.
Appreciate it.
Title,
appreciate it.
Download now. Mm-hmm. So we appreciate it. I did definitely read it, and
yeah. We talked about it before the show too. Yeah. All the ones that were before we even announced are still going to qualify. So if you're still listening to the show, you already put in an iTunes review, you're still going to be qualified for it. So.
And then he said he wanted to make a suggestion for the show.
Oh.
He says, Josh, can Josh make an online account and walk through setting up the first battle against a team leader with a standard out of the box deck? With screen sharing, Adam can coach. Just a thought. Keep up the good work, guys. Pidgegrabba.
Huh. Well, Adam, here's the thing. A few weeks ago, you asked me, I can't remember if it was on the show or off the air, when you thought I would be ready to attempt to play this game. And I said, Adam, by week 10, I will start dipping my toes in the water.
Dipping them.
Next week, Adam, is episode 10. I say next week, this show is going to be me setting up an account and getting wet.
Okay, I like that. And then we can go over, PSA stuff and getting them graded.
Yeah, maybe if it's next week, maybe we push that to 2 weeks from now. It depends on if I pull or my friend pulls the Shiny Charizard or not, Maybe I don't need it next week. Maybe I'll need it. Who knows? But question from his email here: a standard out of the box deck. I don't understand exactly what that means.
So I believe they give you like just blank, pretty just vanilla decks to go against.
Okay.
I mean, if you need a structure deck, I'm almost certain I can either send you one, because I think I have an extra on my account, if that's what you mean, Pidgey Grabber. But yeah, it's either that or I can give you a code. I'm sure I have one somewhere.
Okay.
For a structure deck.
Well, let's start next week with just setting it up and like.
Because that would require you to know how to trade.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to trade on the server.
No.
Yet.
No. That's a ways away. So let's next week. Let's just set up the account and start doing something with it. How about that?
I like it.
Okay. Settled. Week 10, we're doing the thing. I'll have my 10 full of code cards, ready to type them in, furiously inputting codes.
No, do not type them in. Just scan them, please.
Okay.
For the love of God. Everything. For the love of everything Arceus.
We'll figure it out. Okay. Week 10, settled. That's what's happening.
Awesome. I like it. You got anything else?
No, man. I think that was a solid show. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm ready to start playing this game, I think, or at least trying to figure out how to play it. I'm
just warning you. Once you get hooked, it's hard. Now, the physical being in a tournament like that hooks you because it's like an adrenaline rush.
Sure. I'm a ways away from playing with physical cards.
Well, I know. And then it's weird too because like with the internet and everything being so accessible, like I just said, like you can go online, find the regional winning list, and just put it together and just play it. Mm-hmm. And then at that point, it's like, yeah, it does still take skill, but it's like you have like a solid list to work with.
Right.
Even if you change a couple cards, like it's still going to be a solid list.
Yeah.
Which is scary because that means anybody can be really good.
Right. That means all you longtime veterans need to step it up and
I'm trying.
Get ready for the new class, get ready for all the flex decks coming your way. The physical cards I'm a ways away from. I have more physical cards than I know what to do with at this point. Like I don't know how to start storing like the massive amounts of like just regular nonsense cards that I have.
Yeah, the values vary. Like energies are almost worthless.
Right.
Unless they're hollow, then there's something there.
Sure.
Trainers, I don't get rid of any of them.
Okay.
Because sometimes they get reprinted, like Copycat, and you can use it from way back when. And it's cool to flex old reverse hollow type things.
Sure.
So you just never know.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting at. And then the Pokemon, the commons and the uncommons, which are the circles and the diamonds, are different than the rares.
Right.
Which are different than the hollows.
Right.
Which are the shiny behind the Pokemon pictures.
Right. Yeah.
Which are different than the GXs. So it's like, if you have extras of all those things, there's different values and rarities and all that stuff. So I basically just put all my commons, uncommons into a big giant box and rares into a little deck box. And once that little deck box gets filled, it's another one. Yeah. And those are all the extras. So
we'll see. What I'm saying is I have a lot. I'm all over the place with learning this, but I did have this vision the other night of like how fun it will probably be once I get into this game on the online version to just sit there with my iPad when I'm sitting on the couch.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Watching movies or watching Leonhardt open rare Charizard shiny cards or whatever the case is. And just,
that was
like,
such a good
I was so I was like my heart was pumping for him. I'm like, it's so good.
It's like it's and like that's the thing. He was recording it and it's like you know it's coming. You know
Right.
it's so good. But
Yeah.
like he's also pulled so many other good cards.
Right.
It was like, oh, the shiny Mewtwo.
But like the name of the episode was like, it's gonna happen, and like the editing, he's like, just wait. But like you see him before it's like, while he's opening them, and it's like, oh man, you don't even know what's coming. This is gonna be so good. Anyway, what I'm saying, Adam, is it's gonna be fun sitting there with my iPad, hopefully playing this game and just kind of, just getting lost in it while we're doing other things. That's how I see enjoying this in like the near future, and I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah. So,
and then we can play together too.
Exactly.
It'll be fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. I'm looking forward to it. Episode 10. Stay tuned next week, folks.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
After these messages. So, thank you for writing in, Pidgeygrabba. Appreciate it. And if you want to be like Pidgeygrabba and write in, you can send us an email at specialconditionstcg@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail, a text, or a picture. 732-835-8639. Check out everything we're doing over at PokemonProfessor.com. Also check out specialconditionstcg.com. Thank you guys for checking us out. Again, we appreciate it. And remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal. See you next time, trainers.
Good night.